Are you hungry for the latest news and trends from the internet? Welcome to What's Cooking on the Internet, your one-stop shop for discovering the hottest digital delights. Hit that subscribe button and let's get cooking.
Can social media screening be a tool for good or a threat to our freedom? Leave a comment below what you think. Viral Doshi recently weighed in on the US government's plan to screen social media accounts as part of the vetting process for immigrants and visa applicants. The idea is to assess an individual's character and potential threat to national security based on their online presence. But is this a necessary measure to ensure public safety, or is it a slippery slope towards censorship and the erosion of our civil liberties? According to Doshi, the plan would involve analyzing an individual's social media activity to determine their level of adherence to US values and principles. The goal is to identify potential security risks and prevent them from entering the country. But critics argue that this approach is overly broad and could lead to the targeting of marginalized communities, activists, and even ordinary citizens who express dissenting views. One of the biggest concerns is that social media screening could be used as a tool for political repression. In a world where online speech is already heavily policed, the idea of government agencies monitoring and judging our online behavior raises serious questions about our right to free expression. We need to think about the potential consequences of such a policy, including the chilling effect it could have on our ability to speak out against injustice and advocate for change. There's also a lack of transparency and accountability in the screening process. How would the government determine what constitutes acceptable online behavior, and who would be responsible for making these judgments? Would there be safeguards in place to prevent bias and ensure that the process is fair and impartial? These are crucial questions that need to be answered before any such policy is implemented. As we navigate the complex world of social media and national security, we need to be careful not to sacrifice our values and principles on the altar of convenience and expediency. We need to have a nuanced and informed discussion about the role of social media in our lives and the limits of government intervention. Ultimately, the question of whether social media screening can be a tool for good or a threat to our freedom is one that requires careful consideration and a commitment to protecting our fundamental rights and freedoms.